Welcome back. All right, we're still live to you from UNISA's main campus as we mark day 2 of the National Convention, which is going to give a framework for the national dialogue, which is going to take place at a time yet to be discussed. It's just gone about 26 minutes after 10 o'clock this Saturday morning. The SABC News team keeping a close eye on the program, which is now well underway. We'll just give you a quick glimpse inside the main plenary room. That's where the Deputy President is seated in the front row. What's happening at the moment is that he's getting an update from the different dialogue labs that took place yesterday. These were the breakaway sessions where different themes were discussed, ranging from crime to the economy to poverty to gender-based violence, and the list really was spread over these 9 main themes. And if you like, the main business of the day thereafter is going to be around the selection of a steering committee, which is going to be, if you like, this interim structure that's going to give us a better sense of the form and nature of the national dialogue, which, as you've heard already, is going to take place over a period of time. It's not going to be a singular event. You can see there some of the report back taking place inside that main plenary room here at UNISA's main campus. But of course, the SABC News channel is also keeping a close eye on several other stories worth your attention. In the week gone by, we spent a considerable amount of time in the troubled community of Pinville in Soweto. That's where there was the tensions between e-hailing drivers and taxi operators that spilled over, leading to the death of one e-hailing driver, the torching of 2 vehicles, and we understand 2 other people were wounded. When this incident took place, the community there was adamant that, in fact, Maponya Mall, where this violence unfolded, would be closed for 7 days. But we understand it seems there's been some kind of discussion to allow operations there to continue, given what's at stake. Let's get you the very latest on this, bring in our reporter on the streets of Pinville in Lerato Makola, keeping a close eye on what's taking place there. And Lerato, you've been there for quite some time now. What's your sense about just the extent to which operations there have returned to normal?
Well, indeed, Ayanda, what I can tell you is that the situation is back to normal here at Maponya Mall after Thursday's protest, where we saw community members, angry Soweto residents blocking the main gate to the mall at Chris Hani Road. But what I can tell you now is that the situation is back to normal, and people are coming in and out, and the e-hailing service drivers and the taxi drivers as well are operating. They are coming in and out. But I'm just going to ask my camera colleague, my colleague Bulelani Scott, to show the viewers at home the current situation that's taking place now. I just want him to show you the police that are here. There's police visibility. Police continue to maintain a strong presence here at Maponya Mall, and we saw a private security officers as well. They are here, as you can see on your screen. The police officers, they are here. They are moving around the mall to ensure that everything runs smooth today. And a lot of security officers, they are here inside and outside the mall as well. As you can see, the gate, the main gate that the residents blocked on Thursday, has been opened. Well, I'm just going to bring in one of the community members, Lisedi, just to tell us more about how he feels about that today everything is back to normal, it's business as usual. Thank you so much for your time, Lisedi. Can you please tell us, how do you feel that everything is back to normal, is business as usual after what happened, what transpired on Thursday?
I'm not really happy that everything's back to normal, that I don't feel that it's back to normal, because how am I supposed to feel everything's back to normal when there's police officers around? The public is very unsettled right now. And I don't feel that anyone should have the right to burn another person's car. I mean, if I take an Uber right now, it is my choice. I don't think the taxi associations or any taxi driver should have any right to stop my ride going anywhere, right? And if their argument is that the Ubers are taking their customers. It's untrue because firstly, I wasn't your customer. I took the Uber for a reason. Took the Uber for the luxury of not having to share the space with other people. And I don't feel it's fair for them to come then and say I can't take an Uber. Or Ubers can't enter into the mall. Also, very, very apparent. The public is very upset. The public is we're not happy with what's going on. I walked in here today. I heard a loud bang, and everybody was just on high alert. Everybody's on high alert. There's police officers, there's private company, security companies, and I just don't feel what happened was right. And I don't feel it should happen again. I feel like the government and the police should do something stronger than just having a couple of police officers out here today.
And when I engaged with some of the community members, they've mentioned that this has been happening for quite some time now. What do you have to say about that? That
is very true. I think in October of last year, we had a shooting right here. I was there that night actually. We had a shooting right here. 2 Uber drivers lost their life for something that is not actually real.
And what is it that you want the Department of Transport to do to tackle this issue of taxi violence in this area?
I don't think I have a clear solution, but I think there should be laws put into place for the protection of Uber drivers from taxi drivers. We're not saying they should stop their business because we do understand that this brings revenue to our country. But the mafia tactics need to stop. They need to stop the burnings, the shootings, because it's really unnecessary. Yeah.
And the police are here, so do you feel like you're safe inside this mall? The police are monitoring everything. They are moving around the mall. So do you think you feel safe when you're here?
Truth be told, no. Seeing police around you doesn't bring safety. It brings uncertainty. Right? You don't know when something is going to happen next. You feel uncertain because why are they here? They're here because there's something wrong. So I don't feel like having police officers here makes anyone feel safe.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, man.
Well, there you have it. And I'm just going to step out of the shot. As I've mentioned, that it's business as usual here, and people are coming in and out of this mall, and the e-hailing services drivers and the taxi drivers as well are operating here. But I'm just going to step out of the shot so that my colleague Bulelani Scott can give the viewers at home a clear picture of what is happening currently. And we know that the e-hailing services, when you engaged with them, they've mentioned that they've reached out directly to drivers in affected areas to offer their support, and they are actively engaging with authorities to strengthen protection measures in high-risk areas. And on Thursday, when Criselda Lewis, SABC News senior reporter, engaged with the family, Mthokozisi Mvelas's family, they mentioned that they are devastated, they are traumatized, and they are distraught. As Mthokozisi was still young, his aunt Zanele Kuzwayo mentioned that Mthokozisi had big plans for the future. As the viewers can see, the movement here, people are coming in and out of this mall. It's busy, it's business as usual here at Maponya Mall. And what I can tell you is that the Gauteng Transport MEC Kidiboni Diale Tlhabela had a meeting with stakeholders on Thursday, and we've been told that they are busy. There are talks with authorities about the safety of this mall. And on Thursday, MEC Kidiboni Diale Tlhabela urged the residents to stop disrupting mall operations. As you can see that the taxis are operating, they are coming in and out of this mall. And while MEC Kidiboni Diale Tlhabela on Thursday, she urged the residents not to disrupt mall operations, and some of the community members were adamant, saying that they will not stop coming here and block the main gate, saying that they will come here for 7 days until the mall management addresses their concerns. But some of them were saying that they want this mall to open and start operating as soon as possible. operating today. The mall opened at 9 o'clock in the morning, and when we engaged with some of them just outside the gate, they've mentioned that rather they believe that the government has failed them, because they say that today it is peaceful, but what's going to happen if the same incident happens again? They've mentioned that they fear for their lives, and what we know again is that on Thursday, a night vigil, the community members held a night vigil in memory of the late Mthokozisi Vilakazi, the 27-year-old that was brutally killed and set alight in his vehicle. But what I can tell you is that it's business as usual here at Maponya Mall. People are coming in and out, and the e-hailing service drivers and the taxi drivers as well, they are operating here at Maponya Mall. We'll update you if there's any changes, but for now, back to you in studio.
All right, Lerato Makola, thanks very much indeed. Lerato reporting live to us from Pinville at Maponya Mall, more specifically, where there's relative calm that's been restored there. But just to emphasize the sentiments of some residents there, many are wondering how long this will be sustained before we're back there again to unpack the very same issues.